Hey everyone, welcome back to PowerfulJesus.com channel. Today we're diving into an enlightening topic. What does Matthew 6:14 say about forgiveness? Forgiveness is a fundamental aspect of Christian teachings, deeply embedded in the scriptures. One of the most direct and impactful verses on this topic is Matthew 6:14. This verse offers profound insights into the nature and importance of forgiveness in the life of a believer. Understanding Matthew 6:14 states, "For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you." This verse is part of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, a collection of teachings that outline the principles of Christian living. Let's break down this verse to understand its full meaning. Context of the Sermon on the Mount. The Sermon on the Mount is one of Jesus' most significant teachings. It covers various aspects of life and how to live righteously. Forgiveness is highlighted as a critical component of this righteousness. In Matthew 6, Jesus teaches about prayer, fasting, and treasures in heaven. Right before Matthew 6:14, he provides the Lord's Prayer, which includes a plea for forgiveness, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. The principle of reciprocity. Matthew 6:14 emphasizes reciprocity in forgiveness. Jesus is clear, if you forgive others, God will forgive you. This concept isn't just a suggestion, it's a divine principle. It underscores that the act of forgiving others is inherently linked to receiving forgiveness from God. Why forgiveness matters. Forgiveness isn't just a religious obligation, it's a pathway to spiritual and emotional well-being. Here's why it's crucial. Number 1, healing relationships. Forgiveness can mend broken relationships, bringing peace and harmony. Number 2, personal peace. Holding on to grudges can lead to bitterness and stress. Forgiving releases these burdens. Number 3, spiritual growth. Forgiveness is a sign of spiritual maturity and growth. It aligns your heart with God's will. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness holds transformative power, affecting both the forgiver and the forgiven. Here are some key points to consider. Emotional benefits. Number 1, reduces stress. Letting go of grudges and resentment reduces stress and promotes emotional health. Number 2, enhances empathy. Forgiving others can increase empathy and understanding, fostering better relationships. Spiritual benefits. Aligns with God's will. Forgiveness is a direct command from Jesus. By forgiving, you align yourself with God's will. Number 2, opens the door to God's forgiveness. As Matthew 6:14 states, your forgiveness of others opens the door for God to forgive you. Biblical stories of forgiveness. The Bible is filled with stories that illustrate the power and importance of forgiveness. Let's explore a few. The prodigal son. The parable of the prodigal son is a powerful example of forgiveness. A son asks for his inheritance early, wastes it, and returns home, expecting rejection. Instead, his father welcomes him with open arms, forgiving his mistakes and celebrating his return. This story highlights God's unconditional forgiveness and love. Joseph and his brothers. Joseph's story is another profound example. Sold into slavery by his jealous brothers, Joseph rises to power in Egypt. When a famine strikes, his brothers come to Egypt seeking food, not recognizing Joseph. Instead of seeking revenge, Joseph forgives them, providing for their needs and reconciling the family. Jesus on the cross. Perhaps the most powerful example of forgiveness is Jesus on the cross. Despite the agony and betrayal he faced, Jesus prays for his persecutors, saying, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." This act exemplifies the ultimate forgiveness. How to practice forgiveness. Forgiveness can be challenging, but it's essential for spiritual and emotional health. Here are practical steps to help you forgive. Acknowledge your pain. Recognize and acknowledge the pain someone's actions have caused you. This is the first step toward healing. Reflect on Jesus' teachings. Remember Jesus' teachings on forgiveness. Reflect on Matthew 6:14 and other scriptures to find strength and guidance. Pray for strength. Ask God for the strength to forgive. Prayer can provide the support and clarity needed to let go of grudges. Let go of resentment. Forgiveness involves letting go of resentment and the desire for revenge. Focus on moving forward rather than dwelling on the past. Communicate. If possible, communicate with the person who wronged you. Express your feelings and your decision to forgive. This can help in finding closure and rebuilding relationships. Practice empathy. Try to understand the perspective of the person who hurt you. Practicing empathy can make it easier to forgive. The ripple effect of forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't just impact the forgiver and the forgiven. It has a ripple effect that can influence entire communities. When you forgive, you set an example for others, promoting a culture of peace and reconciliation. Here's how forgiveness can create a positive ripple effect. Number 1, family. Forgiving family members can strengthen bonds and create a supportive home environment. Number 2, community. Acts of forgiveness within a community can lead to a more harmonious and cooperative atmosphere. Number 3, workplace. Forgiveness in the workplace can improve teamwork and productivity, reducing conflicts and fostering a positive work culture. Conclusion. Matthew 6:14 encapsulates a fundamental truth about forgiveness in the Christian faith. For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. This verse highlights the reciprocal nature of forgiveness and its critical role in your spiritual life. Forgiveness is not just a religious duty, it's a path to personal and relational healing, emotional well-being, and spiritual growth. By understanding and practicing forgiveness, you can align yourself with God's will, experience His forgiveness, and create a positive impact on those around you. Forgiveness may be challenging, but it's a powerful act that brings freedom and peace. Embrace it, and you'll find that it transforms not only your life, but also the lives of those you touch. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Find the link to the full article in the description below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page, and join our WhatsApp channel for daily Jesus-centered messages. Facebook page, WhatsApp channel, YouTube channel. Until next time, keep spreading love and stay blessed.